Hey, welcome back everybody. We're continuing the quest of Brotherhood Betrayed, in which a man named Brandon Larian has been murdered, and his murderer, a dark elf named Reynold Drayless, claims that it was because Braden was a vampire. We found a journal, though, that seems to imply that Reynold was in fact an old adventuring buddy of Brandon's, and that they had recovered an artifact together. The plot thickens. Let's ask the wife about this.
Do you have any more questions? I'm afraid I know little more. I know I sound desperate.
So, any new revelations?
Watch captain in charge of the investigation.
Investigation?
I found a journal of a man called Gelliborn. Do you know anything of this man?
How do you know about that? Ah! Too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gelliborn was killed by Reynold not too long ago. Gelliborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
I disagree.
What do you mean, you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gelliborn was not a vampire?
As I said, I have Gelliborn's journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Reynold have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Reynold from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that two innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
No, he certainly got out of there quickly. Probably sees his career in shatters.
How are you?
May the wind be on your back.
Fine.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
They say syndicates of wizards have...
1 hour, he said.
Hello.
Whatever I can do.
We're all talking about the Emperor's murder.
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Reynold was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gelliborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Reynold doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him.
So how do you feel about Brandon Larian now?
If all you say is true, Reynold will answer for Braden's death.
Anything else I should know about Reynold Drayless?
I can't wait to get my hands on Reynold. He'll become very familiar with Bruma's dungeons, or the end of my blade if he doesn't come peacefully. Please hurry. Reynold may make a break for the open road.
Well, I did notice on my journey here that the Mardigan's Monster mod is not very balanced. You encounter, in my opinion, far too many enemies at far too high of a level. I'd have to say, my last playthrough I used a mod called Creature Diversity that added a number of new monsters, and changed their appearance up quite a bit, but I seem to offer a more balanced system. But we'll keep going with the Mardigan's Monster mod and see what happens later. My brother, who's sitting in the background, It's implying that it might just be my skill level and not the Mardigan's Monster mod that makes it difficult. I disagree. I've played this game many times, and I don't think I ever found journeying between town to town to be as dangerous. Let's see. How many arrows do I have? 17? I want to start with the bow equipped. Oh, headed in the wrong direction. Even with a map marker. Oh look, looks like a couple of foresters are after the deer. And the bunnies. Yeah. Oh no, they're fighting each other. Ooh, competition amongst foresters. Let's actually stick around for this, because I'm pretty sure whoever wins is going to not pick up the loot. And I think it's going to be the guy with the high ground. The other one seems more talk than action. This is dark. Wow, they both wanted the bunny. Oh, we got a nice silver bow out of it. Some arrows. And some gold and some bear skin. That's a couple hundred. And we'll grab the Legion armor. Let's see. Is it better than what we got? We got some orcish armor on the way up. It's a lucky find at this level. I think I'm only level 13? 14. Which I think is still pretty early for orcish armor, especially enchanted orcish armor. We got mage killer greaves, which absorb some of the spells cast at us, giving us some of their magicka instead. So the Legion Caress is better than our hardened leather coat, but it is also almost 4 times as heavy. But I think we'll wear it for now. We'll probably sell it once we get back into town, because I think that weight isn't worth 1 extra armor point, but if we're going to be carrying it anyway, we might as well carry it, wear it. We won't wear the boots, well, we'll wear the boots right now, but we'll probably get rid of those as well. I'm not planning on doing any sneaking while we're traveling. The helmet, on the other hand, let's take a look. What are we wearing currently, helmet-wise? Steel helmet. I think Steel and Legion is the same armor rating. Yeah, 2. And they weigh the same amount, so let's take the Legion one for now. I kind of like the look of the Legion armor. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah?
It doesn't look that good on your character, though.
It doesn't look that good on my character. It looks... Man, that guy's going after something else now. Oh, bandits. Yikes. Out of the blue. Let's pop a potion and see if we can find that forester to help us out here. Let's see it.
Show me what you
Slayers. Those like assassins? They're too lightly armored for me to effectively use my bow to kite them. But I do have my shield.
show me what
My block increased. I'm now an apprentice. No longer drains my fatigue to block. Well, that's nice.
today you die. The man getting tired.
Pop another potion. Let's see. Let's do this one. Recovers magic and.
Show me what. Show me what you got.
She's got potions too. Down you go. Well, that was fierce. She's got Mithril armor and weapons. Well, an elven weapon. I can't carry much more though. So let's just take the lighter stuff to sell. And we'll leave the weapons here. Maybe we'll grab them when we get back into town. But you'll see what I'm talking about. Weapon enemies all over. Looks like that forester just killed a sort of white polar bear type creature. Let's repair our armor real quick. We'll actually use our armor skill, I think, to make so we lose fewer hammers. Then we'll save, and then we'll continue. Yeah, really tore through our armor. No, that wasn't a forester. Apparently, members of the same band that I just killed off a couple members of. And he's got some powerful magic there. I get the feeling I had something... Ah, yes, that was it. I have a spell, mysticism spell, specially made for killing mages. It's called Spellfire. It was added by the Supreme Magicka mod. And what it does is you cast it at an enemy, and whenever they spend magicka, they take equal damage. I think that one's too high of a level. This one, I think it'll do 75% of the magicka on damage. Let's see. Down. Okay. A lot more loot. A couple magical tomes. These are added by one of the mods. I'm not sure which one anymore. It's been a while since I installed them. They make it so that when you read them, you learn a spell. This is a really awful spell. Level 2 pacification. I think I'll just sell that. Let's see. Electric shell. That one's not bad. Oh, there's the other forester. He did not last long. I'm tempted to grab this loot and pile it up somewhere in town to sell off later. think I'll do that and do it off camera, and then I'll resume in a moment to continue our Vampire Hunter Pretenders quest. Okay, I'm finished shopping and looking over the armor. This is what I decided to keep. We have mostly dwarven armor. We're keeping the boots of water walking because they're light, which improves our stealth, and it's useful being able to walk over water. We're keeping the cool elven looking gauntlets. That way we're still moving up our light armor skill. Now, an interesting glitch occurred where apparently I can equip 2 helmets at the same time. And I accidentally equipped the Dwarven helmet and the Imperial Legion helmet at the same time. And my brother, who's with me right now, thinks that it looks really awesome this way, hiding what he considers to be the weakest point of the Dwarven armor, sort of where where it curves in a bit. So we'll keep it like this for now, and probably switch it off later. I'd be interested to hear other people's opinion as to whether or not this is actually looks like an improvement on the Dwarven helmet. So if you could leave that in the comments, I'd be interested to read that. We're going to continue now with our hunt for the criminal Raylan Draelus, and actually I should probably save after doing all that, so here we go. Had some difficulty deciding which weapons to keep. I ended up keeping the Elmwood sword because it is very light for the damage that it does. Some of the other weapons, like the Elven swords, Elven long swords from the vanilla game, do more damage, but they also weigh about 3 times as much. You got to take these things into consideration, you know, damage versus weight, because it kind of makes using the bow ineffective. Now, does that look to you like a bandit? It does. It looks like he saw me at the same time. He's wearing some nice Misrael armor. Now, the Misrael armor, yikes, does not come from the reasonable protection mod or from...
Getting tired?
Wow, he's tough. Nor does it come from insanity. It's actually from another modder. I forget his name at the moment, but it is on the Bevi Lex mod list. I just mixed and matched a few of those. Yikes. This might be it. I'm gonna have to visit the place I stashed my alchemy equipment. That old lady's trying to... Wow, the old lady came in here and stole my kill. Oh, this is the ringleader of that band. Oh. A magical mace. That was what was doing all that damage. Some magical boots. They really seem to be trying to tempt me to do heavy armor. I think those are heavy armor boots. Let's see. Yeah, he's wearing pretty much decked out in full magic armor. I might have to switch up my armor loadout yet again. Oh, it sounds like more combat going on. Where? Yikes. Wolves. I think it's chasing the old woman. It's like some sort of a frost wolf that can hurl frost bolts. Now, I don't think she can die. She's attached to a Dark Brotherhood quest, and I'm never going to catch them at this rate. So, I'll just leave them be. I love how the area looks up here. It's the ice-covered trees. And there we go. The Boreal Stone Cave. Save one more time, and then we'll head on in.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part. I saw you enter Olav's Tap and Tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer.
You will not surrender then?
Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here, but then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom.
Wow. Pretty confident. I think he has a glass longsword. That's what it looks like from the handle. That's pretty high level weaponry. And he's wearing the neat Misrael armor. Okay. This is your last chance.
Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
Now, I don't think I'm going to have the advantage reach with my two-handed sword, so I think I'm just going to come in close and gain the benefit of the extra armor from my shield. Now, he seems to have some magic, so I think I'll hit him with a spellfire.
You'll never take me down!
Oh, he spoke too soon. Okay, this says that I had to defend myself, and I ended up killing him. And I was right.
Sweet sword.
So we got a glass claymore. Very heavy, but it does a lot of damage. Some more mithril armor to sell. And then keys to all three of the adventuring partners. Parts of the locks on the chest. Which is here. The waterlogged chest. Discovered the artifact is an amulet. Okay, I'll have to take it back to Brandon's wife, Ardeen, and see what she wants me to do with it. Doesn't look very valuable. My athletics has moved up. My fatigue regeneration is increased by 50% when running. Oblivion is actually pretty different from Morrowind when it comes to fatigue. In Morrowind, your fatigue drained rapidly while you're running, whereas in Oblivion, it can actually regenerate while you're running. Okay, well, we got a lot of skill increases, a ton of loot, which means a lot of gold. We got what might be a magic item, we'll have to see about that. A pretty lucrative quest. Just turn that in. Iliad ruin over there. Still no sign of the elderly lady. Well, I don't really see the reason to walk back after we've already cleared that area. And taken a look at scenery, so let's just fast travel.
Hello.
I was praying for your swift return. What news do you bring?
I retrieved the amulet.
Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state.
Did the word die with Brandon then?
No. He always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered.
Certainly, here it is.
Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brother. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel.
I had to kill Reynold Draelus.
I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand. Justice has been done.
Okay. See if the watch captain has anything to say. If he's still at the pub.
Greetings to you.
The Emperor and his 3 sons dead, right under the noses of the Imperial
No,
Guard.
he's not here,
It's a
so
disgrace.
I guess that's the end of the
I
quest.
just don't think about it.
We got some
The
neat
Elder
swag.
will take care of things. Sooner
And
or later.
let's take a look at that amulet before we close off. Let's see. Phylactery of Litheness. It increases your speed by 7 points. Of course, 1,000 gold. Not that much when you compare it to the Helmet of Enlightenment that I got off that ringleader. But not bad, not bad. I think this is the first magical amulet I've gotten in the game, so we'll definitely wear it. Speed's always nice. And that's where we'll leave off today. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll be back with more. We'll probably be heading to one of the southern counties next. Or maybe doing a quest for the Thieves Guild.